Okay, we are streaming. Uh,
Streaming.
yeah, I stream all my analysis.
Oh shoot.
Um, Typically my game plan, versus Falco revolves around laser a lot of times
Okay.
on the laser rhythm, and can I, catch them while they're doing laser startup, or can I navigate around them by using platforms, and then can I get a grab? That's typically what I revolve my game plan after. And then edge guarding well.
Yeah. Can you interrupt laser or can you navigate through it? That's a bit alright. What about stuffing hitboxes like up tilts and
Uh, Stuffing hitboxes, I will typically use knee
nairs?
or tip spacing with nair. Usually like the feet of Falcon. Um, Usually I would use knee to trade with up tilt or back air, which, albeit a long startup, there is a big reward if you do get it. And then tip spacing nair, which is precise spacing, but it works. It works well because you'll be able to get some knockdowns off of it. And then using a run up block against Falco back air is also something that's
Run
really
up
good.
walk?
Run up block.
Oh, run up shield. Yeah, run
Yeah.
up block. Got it. Against up tilt.
Against
Okay.
up tilt and back air.
Mm-hmm.
I
And then
don't
what about like stuffing nairs like in your space?
I don't really have a game plan for that, I'll be honest. My first
Okay.
thought is to do pivot shield. But
Mm-hmm.
aside from that, I don't really have much else. I don't really do. I'll usually resort to like the bear walls, or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes throw out knee.
What would you like to do against stuffing nairs?
Stuffing nairs. Either trading with it, or seeing if I can anti-air it. In other words, try to beat nair startup in time, or use pivot shield to disrupt Falco spacing and either reset the situation or put myself in a better advantageous situation, whether I'm in a safer spot out of pressure if they nair shine pressure me, or getting out of the situation to reset if I find an opening to where I can roll out or jump out of shield or wave dash out of shield.
So I take it you find that you think trading with Falcon Air is good?
Typically, I like the trade.
Okay. Uh, and then for pressure, is there any specific game plan you have or like mix-ups you think about for pressure sequences?
For pressure, I try to think about knee pressure a lot of times, like knee on shield, see what they do after. If they just continue to hold shield, knowing that they can't shield grab, consider run up grabbing them if they're holding the shield. Doing fade back nairs or tip space nairs to pressure them on shield. Rising bear walls if I have good drift and good spacing. I try to do rising bear walls, and then I don't do it enough, but try to cross up Falco.
Mm-hmm. So I take it that you like making mix-ups before you throw out your option on the shield rather than during your options on the shield.
hmm I like to mix up and see if I can get them to swing a lot of times.
Okay. And then what about shield pressure on your end? Like getting pressured?
Oh, getting pressure or
Yeah.
me getting pressure? I just said
No,
me
no,
getting
no.
pressure.
You getting pressured by
Oh, me getting pressured.
yeah, by
Um,
Falco.
Typically, it's a bad habit, and I'm aware of it. Is that I like to nair out of shield. A lot of times,
Mm-hmm.
fade in, nair out of shield. It's something I'm very well aware of. Or stop out of shield. Those are two bad habits. They're not bad options, but they can be bad habits to get into as you get to like higher level because they're gonna sniff that shit out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Try to have usually what my thought process is, make the Falco exhaust their options while they're pressuring me. So if they're like near shining pressure or double shine pressure or whatever, find the opening in their shine pressure rhythm to where I can either roll out or find an opening to where I can maybe get an aerial out of shield to either punish or create space for myself, or in some cases, uh, try to CC if I'm pressured as well if I'm at the percent. This is something I'm still not great at. I think I've gotten better at it. It's still not my biggest strength though, is crouch canceling, and it's something I feel like I can implement a lot more when I'm pressured against Falco in order to get out of
So
situations.
you want to try to start crouch canceling Falco pressure?
CC whenever they get like a nair, like any sort of weak hit, like
Hmm.
when they pressure, just so I can like crouch, like CC ASDI down and then get away. Or in another case, if I'm shield pressured, I try to usually roll out a lot of times, but a lot of times it gets baited out because they just know the position I'm in. They're gonna know the position I'm being in. So like they'll do like a nair shine and then they'll wave dash back and then catch my roll in with the
Hmm.
shine. Typically, I have like almost like a set rhythm in a lot of ways when I am pressured by Falco, and for better or for worse, I'll either be really good and miraculous at getting out of pressure situations, or it becomes extremely predictable and I get caught.
So the way that you worded it sounds like you don't feel like you have a lot of control of yourself when you're getting out of pressure.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm in control in a lot of ways.
Well, yeah, I think it's understandable to not feel like in control, but more so you don't feel like you have control over your character, as in like you don't know what the timing that you specifically want to do or the option that you might want to do, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
exactly.
so what do you want to do to work on that?
Uh, I mean, I'd say like seeing a reference point on like how somebody like Johnny does it, or seeing a reference point of can I be more patient when in chill in some situations, or can I find like small holes out of in a Falco's pressure to where I can get out in a lot of ways, like
Mhm.
just become more aware of situations, because I don't feel like I feel like I've gotten less aware when it comes to Falco pressure, and I will auto to certain options a lot of times rather than actually proactively thinking about well playing against Falco.
Yeah, I describe these situations a lot like keeping yourself flexible
Yes.
because you're bounding yourself to habits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes your gameplay more sorry, makes your gameplay more rigid,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
With timings and mix-ups and stuff like that. So, like there are many ways that you can practice keeping yourself essentially looking at the screen more or reacting to what's on the screen more and keeping yourself in situations where you can do more using flexibility. Um there are I think the best way to do this is mostly just recognize the habit that you have and then mash other options that you've never done before. You know?
Okay.
So like if you're holding shield right and you say, "Oh, I usually roll in stomp out of shield or nair out of shield, maybe wave dash dash into a direction, you know?
Or C
Maybe
or double C stick instant up air.
yeah. Or just like wave dash back roll. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
do more options so that you feel like playing out of shield becomes more like playing the game normally, you know?
It feels more natural.
Yeah, because when you only stick to three options, right? That's going to be you're going to play a simplistic rock paper scissors rather than playing the game out of shield, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's oversimplified to where it becomes predictable. It's like it'll become if I pick
Mhm.
this option one time and then it gets called out, I'll go to the other option the next time, and then that will also get called out. Like
Yeah.
I'm limiting my options, is what you're saying.
Hmm. Because like it gets really fun when people expect certain options due to how rigid rigid other people play out of shield.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when I played Falco, right, and I shield and my back is towards the opponent, um, everybody expects, oh, dumb Falco is gonna back air out of shield, and then I'm gonna get my whiff punish, right? And then I do a wave dash back and do a dare, or wave dash back and then do a laser, and then it plays off of the mix up of how usually like a bad player aerials out of shield, but instead you are going towards them with an offensive move with momentum.
Yeah, you're
You know,
you're still aggressive and attacking them.
so in the same vein, right? Your back is towards your opponent and you're in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and they do that like dare, shine, wave dash back, pressure, right? And then they
Mm-hmm.
wave dash back to catch the roll. You can play a riff off of that where instead of rolling, you wave dash out of shield, jump at them nair, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
uh drift back nair, right?
Yeah, you do fade back
Yeah,
or
you do like jump in, fade back nair, right? To
mm-hmm.
get that little space in front of you. And then their read becomes obsolete because now you have multiple options out of shield rather than just three. You know,
Yeah, the
it's
game opens up and your
yeah,
creativity can flow.
because like right now the only options that that you told me are like hitbox at a place and then movement towards one direction, right?
Mm-hmm. It's very
But
linear.
but if you expand it, you can do like aerial at this area
Mm-hmm.
or movement dashing out and then dashing in or full dashing in. You know, you get to create this whole entire map rather than
Yeah,
just those three options.
there's a whole dynamic
Mhm.
involved.
Well, you get to create the dynamic out of your tempo because now you are calling the shots. You are now making mix-ups.
Mm-hmm. And that makes sense.
But it all starts from like experimenting and doing more out of shield from that spot. You know, it all
Yeah,
starts from that, and then you get to play more melee.
yeah, like
Because a lot of the times, like when you're in shield, a lot of people complain, oh my gosh, my opponents, like I don't get to play the game and I only am limited to only these three mix-ups. It's like, yeah, but at the same time, you get to if you can escape, you have the whole entire world at your fingertips, and it's not like you need to reset to neutral directly.
mm-hmm. Yeah, like you can flow and be more creative. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
Instead
You
of
get to play
saying
more melee.
yeah, and that's something I struggle with because I am very much a systematic type of player,
Hmm.
which has always been for the longest time has always been my biggest weak spot. And in my opinion, in a lot of ways, I think a lot of NorCal has caught on to that, and that's why I'm dropping, at least in my opinion, a lot more sets than I think I should be, just because I think people have adapted. I think people have adapted to how I play, and that the
Hmm.
style I work, kind of that linear style and like rigid style, just doesn't work. It just doesn't work anymore. People are too smart. People
I
have adjusted.
I think I think in that essence, like I don't think one's gameplay can ever expire, as you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually believe in that. I think because neutral is like putting my interpretation of neutral is that you put your character in a specific spot, right? And then you have options going off of the positioning that you put yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're saying that you feel like you play systematically, you your quote unquote systematic gameplay is a level 1 option. But as long as you mix that in with more elements to keep yourself defending yourself from like the punishes from your level 1, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then doing a rock paper scissors from it, I, I think you could work off of that. I don't think you need like a player remap or a revamp, you know?
Like I can still play that systematic style, but
Yeah,
add
but you
enough
need
add enough
yeah,
aspects and dynamics to where it keeps that foundation fresh.
yeah.
That makes sense because I like that style. I've always liked that style, and at least just it's a style I'm the most comfortable with, and it naturally has come to me just in how I play. Like my natural style is like systematic but also aggressive, but in a lot of ways I've not been able to play that aggressive style like in a while because I don't really know how to piece it together, if you will, because I get too fixated on maybe one or two options to do. Like say if I live and die off of the stomp, just if can I get stomps? And if I don't
Mhm.
get stomps, then I start to kind of flail and panic.
I think like the only way that you're going to build off of like panicking for not quote unquote getting stomps is just adding more mix-ups, right?
Okay.
So like, but you could still play in the way that you want to play, i.e., your level one options. You just need like playing neutral is it's in my fucking it's in my freaking like 48 page document. But like learning neutral is mostly recognizing situations
Mm-hmm.
and then tucking all of those situations in your subconscious so that you can react to them correctly.
Exactly.
So you need to work with what's not working and then make it to a situation where it can work. Like you need to be more comfortable in uncomfortable situations. You need to expose yourself to more mix-ups so you don't ever get into the position where I'm not ready and then panic and then crumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what happens. And the easiest thing about this is that all you need to do is just study the game a little bit more. You know, study the interactions. You can't like play 8 hour friendlies and grind that and expect to like get much out of it anymore besides like muscle memory. You gotta like if you want to improve fast, you have to put in work. And
Mm-hmm.
most of that, like you have to ask yourself how much work do you want to put in for that? You know, how much time are you willing to put in for that? You seem pretty busy, so that's mostly like that is a concern that I have.
Yeah. I mean, I mostly want to put in the time because I'd like to at least still be very good. I'd like to still be very good at the game
Mm-hmm.
and just continue to play well and at least just to my standard how I used to be. I just haven't really been. At least to me, I feel like I've lost a step of where I could be at, and that's where I'm like I'm thinking to myself because
It's pretty normal.
I lost to Wally twice, and I'm like okay, I had to really think this over. I had to really rethink this because what I'm doing is not working, and I don't. Falco should not be the bane of my existence in Melee
Mm-hmm.
because that is not the case, and
Yeah.
I'd like to actually work on that weak spot and make it a strength to where every Falco shits their pants when they play me again.
Were you a Falco Slayer back in the day?
No, but I'm definitely a Falco hater.
You're a Falco hater. Okay. Well, yeah, you can start streaming right now, and we can start pumping it. You know,
hmm Yep.
start cranking out some set analysis.
Yep. Do you want me to go half speed or full or normal speed? What speed do you like
Uh
going?
do what I don't have this as a science like Umar does. 75 is what he does. I I want to know your goal and then we'll work on towards it. Like what is your if you were to summarize what you want out of this VOD review in like 2 sentences or less, what is the basis of what you want out of this VOD
Uh,
review?
the basis is to become more consistent at the matchup,
Mm-hmm.
become more consistent, and then also find new aspects of how to deal with defensive Falco. Like defensive Falco, but then they shift back to offense. I specifically chose a fiction set because fiction plays a very stubborn Falco to say the least, and
Hmm.
me, I struggle against players that are stubborn in a lot of ways. That'll stick to a certain style, because if
Yep.
that certain style is effective, I get stubborn myself and I try to brute force it. And every time I brute force it, I will it'll either work out in the end and I'll barely clutch it, or I just get very frustrated because this person is very stubborn and
I'm
I don't like the
imagining
stubborn.
dialogue.
Yeah.
This is my reality. I reject your notions of
Ex-
your stubborn Falco, and I will show you that my stubborn play is better than yours.
Well, it's because
God.
I have a set game plan a lot of times, and I like to stick to it.
Hmm.
Is the reason, but I sometimes will get so stubborn to the point where I won't be flexible. And what I
Yeah.
want to learn is to be flexible, because if I can be flexible, then that stubborn game plan gets absolutely blown the fuck up.
Hmm. So where you have access to more options due to you not committing too much, right?
Yeah, and then also like just the stuff, like I'll start to adjust and it'll snowball to where I can
Hmm.
start seeing more things of the game, because then I'll see more holes in the said game plan that they have, whether it's a Falco that lives and dies by the laser, or up tilt back air. I'll start to eternalize to where I can pick out the holes on when they're doing those things or when they commit back, and get in their face, because I think I get way too defensive in this matchup where I should be more offensive and just get in Falco's face, because I can make them feel uncomfortable, and I can see how they respond to Falcon actually pressuring while they're defensive, and then
Hmm.
see what their backup plans. If they don't have much of a backup plan, then the whole game plan collapses on itself, because I'll know how to break through the mold and break through the bubble that they're trying to create.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Trying to run down this. Yeah. Yeah. Mostly like when people when Falco's I there's a lot of loaded things that I can say.
Mm-hmm.
There's like an angel and a devil. There's like the angel talking about neutral game. Like, yeah, I can understand like how you want to get like Falco like uncomfortable and then cornered, and work off of mix-ups. And then the devil is like, Falco's punish game against Falcon is not as good as Falcon's on Falco's. Just like hit him 4 times and kill him off of it, and then that's all you need to work on, and then he dies.
I respect the devil's part, because like I feel the same way on the opposite side, where Falco could just pillar me all day. So
I mean,
I
yeah, but like, look, the only counterplay I can think of to RDC is slide off on the edge, and that is it.
slide up on
I
the
don't.
edge, and you have DI.
Yeah, well,
You have combo
DI to slide up to the ledge, and
DI.
I don't know any other counterplay.
Fair. But I mean, I'm definitely glad that you're bringing it up, honestly, because it at least gives me an I because I know, because that's in the simple form of that is possible for me to do. But it's
I
something I don't want to live and die off of, because I know in reality I can't just always kill you in 4 hits each time. Even though I would like to, it's not possible for me to kill Falco in 4 hits each time.
That's how Nick wins. He's pretty good on it. Sometimes we have close games because he can't like grab me. But when he grabs me, I die. That is just something you can do.
It's something I'll keep in my back pocket. It's not, at least it's for me. I don't try to lay the foundation about it, because I know if that foundation fails, I don't have anything. At least for me, I try to think of a backup plan if in the case I can't grab to death them.
Your backup plan is your level 1 neutral. You said that's what you do. Level 1 isn't also, it's not supposed to be like talking down on someone. It's just like the game plan for when you're introduced to someone in a set, you know? It's when
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a game plan versus them. So you put out your quote unquote level 1 options. For example, my Falco level 1 option is like wait, laser in place, approaching laser shine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is a level 1 option. And then when I'm adapting to someone, then like let's say they adapted to my approaching laser shine with a dash back, then my level 2 option would be approaching laser again, dash back, and then react to their option. You get it?
Yeah,
Yeah, level.
like mine's like fade in nair, or over
Yeah,
and then occasional overshot nair,
that
overshot
might be
knee,
the
and then
level
run a
2.
grab.
Yeah, that might like if the like pivot nair could be someone's level 1, and then someone's like dash dancing outside of that range, and then you do dash back, dash in nair. That's
Mm-hmm.
someone's level 2, right?
Yeah.
That's how I like to word that.
Mm-hmm. And that makes sense.
And I that actually leads me to my point about like how you don't need to give up your quote unquote foundational game plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just need to add on to it. So you know how like every single level 1 unranked Falco does like laser high down air, right?
Every Falco does
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
swear to God.
Yeah. So like counterplay, right, could be like hold shield on the second laser and then shield grab the high down air,
Yeah,
right?
or you pivot shield the high downer.
Yeah. But for the sake of this is like you do shield and then you do grab.
Mm-hmm.
And then your level there your counterplay could be like, I mean not your counterplay. Falco's counterplay, let's say, would be do grab, right? Like laser grab.
Mm-hmm.
And then which brings them back to if they're expecting laser grab and then they're trying to do dash back, laser into laser again into down air works. So what I'm trying to say is that if you work with your level 1 and add a level 2 and then rotate between the two as a mix up, it should work. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you don't need to give up your foundational game plan.
Yeah, you can basically rotate your game plan
Yeah,
to your own
according to
comfort.
their mix ups. Yeah,
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
yeah.
Because then you have other options to where you can cycle around if this initial game plan is not working, and you'll
Hmm.
have backup plans as well that you can fall back on if in the case like the level 1 doesn't work. Then you can go to your level 2.
I don't like saying plans because that insinuates that you're going to switch up your entire gameplay, and I don't think that that's practical.
Okay.
But these are individual mix ups,
Yeah.
and you want to rotate through your mix ups.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Rotate through them.
Yeah.
And then if I find one that's just like extremely hot, then
Yeah. If they keep on getting hit by it because they're not ready for it, then you just spam that until they die.
yeah, yeah, and that's the sort of thing is that I am one to play the hot hand, to where if
Hmm.
I get extremely just hot with one option, I'll play the hot hand because I know it's working.
Hmm.
Okay, I think
We
that's
spent 28 minutes talking about.
I. This is all
Nail.
good in my opinion. I think this is all
That's
good.
good. That's good.
Okay, I'm gonna go 75% speed. I usually have done full speed in the past, but I think 75% still just as good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you screen share to me?
Oh shit, my bad. Um,
Good.
one sec. Share your screen. Johnson versus Shep. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Battlefield. This is a pretty neutral stage. Nice.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, so already one interaction that I like already is Johnny doing a rising back air and then seeing that Shep goes down and he falls with an up air. That's like sort of the cross up
Yeah.
concept I'm talking about.
I think that we're too fresh into the set. I like. for me to acknowledge this to be good or bad.
Okay.
This is an option he threw out, you know.
Okay.
But if you think it's a good level 1, I think that you can take it, right?
Yeah.
So Fiction, feeling out his opponent, he does aerials in place towards the corner to see how Johnny panics, and then Johnny's panic option is jump. So
Mhm.
we're going to see that information. Shep doesn't have notches, unfortunately. So a lot of this has just been like one hit not conversions, but one hit neutral interactions, and then this is a big open up cornered interaction, but Shep just goes and full hops to top platform. Stomp out a shield.
Classic
What a
level 1.
classic.
Yep.
What was the Falco pressure that got hit by Stomp out a shield?
Nair
So he did
probably meant
Nair.
to shine.
I think that was yeah. It looked like a missed shine.
Yeah, that's probably meant to be shine.
Unfortunate. But data for later. Now Falco can use Nair up tilt, and then it will be useful for.
Ooh, hang on.
Ay,
Taking
this was just a
advantage.
bad dash attack. I don't think that that was intentional.
Okay.
Yeah, the shield stop was good though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because doing shield stop because it can disrupt their spacing while
Not
doing
just
shield.
that, it just controls your character better. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he's so SUJ doesn't have to go and endure the drift of the dash, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can do that drop zone knee way better than usual.
Yeah. It adjusts his spacing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he just double jumps onto him.
That's definitely that's something different.
Fiction's not playing the way that A, you expected him to play, and B, good.
Mm-hmm.
like I don't clearly know his game plan. I think he like has 2 pieces of data collected. Oh, that knee was risky. It's usually like, you know, trade.
Yeah.
So the flow chart for Falco here, right? Oh god.
It's just not a good game.
So the flowchart for what Falco usually does is the same that Fox does. It's you do the full hop backward backflip against Falcon, and then you react to the high with the double jump and the low with the grab ledge.
Okay.
And then when Falcos don't do that, most of the time you can navigate away from most options
Do you
because
think it's
Falco
possible?
grabbing.
Do you think it's possible for me to just fade in, like in this case, if they're going for this a lot of times? Because typically, they will. Typically, I always fear like when this bear wall occurs, and sometimes
Mhm.
I'll either fade back too far. I'll either fade back too far and I'll miss the ledge, like right around here.
Well, that's the problem. The problem is that you're just thinking of it as a wall.
Okay.
It's not a wall. When they do the full hop, they have every option in their pocket.
Okay.
So it's like a rinse and repeat for them. And the best thing you can do is probably like do what SJ did and bait out the soft hit
Mm-hmm.
by like when you know you're getting hit by the back air because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're gonna hit you.
Because and it's not because they're walling, it's a reaction. It's doing the double jump and reacting to the back air, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you feel like you're gonna get back aired, I think that SJ had the right idea into the soft area.
So should I come up with the mindset of expect to get back aired, or anticipate that you may get back aired and rinse and repeated?
It's really hard for Falcon. You do have to understand that like
Mm-hmm.
honestly like one of these back airs could be a down air and you lose stock, you know?
Yeah, it can just
So
easily
like
counter and kill me.
the problem is that when you're Falcon and you're doing an up B, you pretty much made a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a lot you can do. The up B is the commitment, right? You
Yeah.
you don't have many defensive options at the end.
Yeah.
So I
I,
don't think that this is too important because you used all your options you're in the most vulnerable state, and good Falcos will get this 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But for the cases of like when Falco grabs the ledge and you're up being up, there is counterplay, right?
Yeah.
Like when Falco's like you can take this any way that you want, but do an inferior edge guard, right?
Yeah.
When they try to just charge a smash attack or grab the ledge first, right? Then there's something that you can do. But if Falco's backflip full hopping to you, it's gonna be rough.
Mm-hmm. I like the way that track out of shield here because worst case scenario, you do get hit, but Johnny's at such a high percent. Is at a high percent, he attacks it.
Mm-hmm.
Because at lower percents, this is crouch cancelable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If Falcon's at low percent.
Mm-hmm. Using the wave dash commitment and the stick movement to crouch cancel. Power shield nair, the classic.
The roll away, I like the roll
So
away.
so like Johnny knows that Fiction is not going to commit to a full hop read.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and also even if he does, it's too committal because he could just lose a stock if he does the read incorrectly and then lose stage.
Mm-hmm.
So like Johnny is playing the percent, like using his percent and knowing what his opponent wants, using back the information that was used earlier. Fiction likes to not overextend, but try to do walling hitboxes towards the middle of the platform. And I think S2J is being really safe in not encroaching that space until he knows that it's passable, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have any input for that, but that is S2J's game plan right now. Like
Yeah, and
not overcommitting.
mm-hmm. And I think it's a good game plan because what's Johnny got to lose? It's one or two hits, and he's probably dead at this percent. So make Fiction work for it in this sense. Make him work for it, and if big larger openings open up because Johnny's finding either cracks in the walls or openings to where he can get a pretty safe punish, he will make the most of it and do what he can.
Fiction never showed that he'll overshoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know, he's always played either at center stage or in the middle under the platform. So playing defensive behind the middle of the platform is really safe until Fiction shows that he can do an overextended aerial.
Mm-hmm.
See how like he's taking his time and Fiction is not overcommitting, so it makes his waiting so much better. And then now S2J just has center stage because of it.
Yeah,
Gets a stock off of it. Honestly, it's criminal how that stock trade. That was robbery. Look at the percents.
that's honestly insane. But I get your point. Like Johnny's playing patient. He doesn't need to throw his stock away.
Well, it's not even like he's playing patient because it's good. He's playing patient because he knows Fiction's not gonna go in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until Fiction shows that he can go in, then there's no reason for Johnny to change.
Yeah. So yeah, you should probably like if you notice that they're just like doing walling and stuff. What S2J did is he's shown that he can power shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's also another thing. So the counterplay for Falco's power shields, right? Do a high laser and run under, or do a low laser and jump over. That's mostly the counterplay. If you want to be weird, you can do a laser and then you power shield and then the Falco power shields and then they power shield and then they do like an aerial out of shield or something like that. But that doesn't happen ever.
Yeah, it's
not even high level.
Yeah, it's a rare
Maybe
interaction.
against Marth, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but not against Falcon. So the most common ones, right? Laser, jump over the laser, or high laser, dash under the laser. But what right now, like Fiction got hit with his own lasers like 3 times this game, right? So what happens is that uh when Falco shoots a laser and then gets power shielded for it, he gets a little bit more hesitant to shoot lasers, which is a real testament to how important power shielding is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I described this to Umar, and when you power shield lasers and then the Falco doesn't like can't execute his counterplay, it's almost so bad, like his neutral, it's all like almost reduced to like playing Fox without dash dancing.
Okay. So you saying I represent the power shield, just represent try to power shield lasers because one, it demonstrates that you can do it, and then also two, you get to see how the Falco responds after you've done a power shield. Do
You get,
do
yeah, you
do they
get
keep
tools.
going, or do they keep going? Do they change up their power shield timings, or do they give up the laser?
hmm It's honestly like a huge like a skill barrier, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can beat every single bad Falco if you power shield their lasers and they don't know how to respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll either A keep getting hit by the power shield laser and then you get frame advantage, or B they stop shooting lasers and you can run wherever you want.
Yeah, because they've blown up the laser game plan to where you can get anything off of it, and
hmm
it's basically like you said, it's basically a slow fox.
it's not that it's a slow fox because uh it's not a slow fox as in like his dash dance sucks, right? And he stops lasering. But I would argue that Falco's laser is much akin to how dash dancing is their neutral game.
Mm-hmm.
And Falco loses a crucial part of their neutral game without lasers.
And that
Does that
makes
make sense?
it does because
Yeah.
you've taken as an essential move away from them.
Yeah. But so which makes me complain about Falco because, why does my dash dance in quotes have to be so execution ready?
Mm-hmm.
But enough rambling about that. What I'm trying to say is that if you power shield, you can get away with so many Falco bad wins, and also execution check the top players. And if they're not executing well and getting hit by their own lasers and then slowly like changing their game plan because of it to something that they're not used to, you can just get a win, just a free win.
Mm-hmm. Because you're forcing them to change to tweak what is once a foundational part of their game plan to where they can't do it as much or
Mm-hmm.
they have to abandon it because it's just not as effective.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's all based off of their execution. If Falco is playing amazing, you can totally just like get hit by your get hit even if you get your power shielded
Yeah,
lasers and you
you
have
can
to
hit almost.
like
It feels like you can hit almost anything.
you can get hit by everything, yeah,
Yeah.
when you are playing against a good Falco. But like the fact that like you can't the ability to power shield lasers can carry you against Falcos a significant portion.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not something to skip out on if you are hunting for Falco wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So I think that is what's happening here. S2J got 3 power shields. Fiction got hit with his own power shields. Fiction is lasering less.
Mm-hmm. And Johnny is sniffing it out and taking notice.
And because not just taking notice, he can run freely. And that is honestly
Mm-hmm.
one of the reasons why uh Does not like this matchup is because Falcon is always in the back foot of neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
But S2J can find better openings because S2J has allowed himself to be free of lasers and their stopping ability
Mm-hmm. And now they're
by
and now
yeah,
they're able to use it offensively, or
well,
like,
just being able to move, you know.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
So yeah, that's why a lot of people say that this matchup boils down to just checking the Falco and waiting for Falcos to make mistakes, because that is honestly sometimes what you need to do against Falco. You wait for Falco to make a mistake, you grab them for it, and then you kill them. And that is every Falco match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the pivot nair after the up air? That's crazy. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Do pivot nairs.
Yep. That's really good.
Okay, you know about that? The jump into dare and then getting
Yeah.
a reversal off of
Yeah.
it? Yeah,
That's a
okay.
pipsqueak.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do it often enough. Usually, I forget the situation comes up, but it is a situation I know about.
I never put myself in positions where I can get reversaled like that. I always just want a laser in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it will carry you through a lot of Falco matches. If you get like an SDI out grab, like this
Yeah.
is a kill.
Yeah. SDI out, or like you SDI out the dare.
Yeah.
You SDI away the dare to where it just doesn't even connect into shine. Like here, like he was outside of shine range to where Johnny could
Yeah.
get a gentleman.
Yeah. And yeah, if you SDI out of the shine range and then you grab their shine, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like crazy.
Yeah. This is something also that is what I talk about with my ASTI and CC. So Johnny misses the gentleman there. Happens. What he does afterwards, he instantly ASTIs down when he gets hit. It's right there.
hmm
Prevents a provincial nair shine situation. Something I'm not as consistent at. There's another power shield.
Okay. I don't know what this is. This is some new age stuff. What are these down throws?
There's
Stomp out of shield.
that's the second
Hasn't
one.
shown that any respect towards stomp out of shield. And then he dies. Just straight. That's
Jesus.
unnecessary.
He did need to do it, but he had to do it to him.
That was a poo poo pee pee head head nice stomp.
I agree. FD.
Yeah,
They
classic stages. Falco likes FD FOD.
yeah.
It makes the game plan easier,
Yeah.
you know.
It was either
And
gonna be one of the three stages. It's just in this case it was FD.
yeah, I think Fiction would like this stage because he can execute the game plan, which is, mid high laser and then wait for them to get stuck and then do stuffing aerial in place just in case, or do shield pressure,
Mm-hmm.
which is generally my game plan against Falcon. Sorry.
The other thing as well is that Johnny doesn't have platforms to work with,
Yeah, of
so
course.
it makes it a lot more linear.
Yeah, it makes the game plan easier. He doesn't need to accommodate for too much. It is stage control, suffocating Falco, and then keeping Falco in keeping the Falco player within zone 1 or zone 3.
Mm-hmm. He tried power shielding again. Okay, this
Mhm.
is something that Johnny is really good at. Same with Nut. He double jump. So you see how he does a nair, but the
Mhm.
nair gets hit with the laser. Johnny jumps
Yeah.
afterwards.
Mhm.
That's something I
The
know that
the
Johnny's.
take laser jump, right?
Yeah, tank laser jump.
Out of short hop.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I
Yeah.
think if you get lasered high, you can get an up air. And actually, I think that's how Chef Rockman instructs people to get out of double laser is to do short hop nair. And if you get hit by the first part of double laser, you do an up air out of laser.
Do you just mash the up air? Or do you not even
Yeah.
jump or anything?
No, you don't jump. You just get hit. You get hit by the laser after the rising nair.
I'm pretty sure I saw the tweet of that Ben Rockman did
Yeah.
with it.
It's honestly the same philosophy when like Marth does nair in place and then does take laser fair. It's the same thing, but with
Okay.
Falcon.
Okay, so this is my tank laser fair in this case. In this case, tank laser
Yeah,
up air.
yeah, take laser jump up air or take laser up air in general. But like you have to be ready. You know,
Mhm.
it's hard because Falcon's fall speed is super fast comparatively to Marth.
It's much
But
easier with
it makes
Marth.
it easier in mix-up game because Marth has to alternate between take laser high fair or take laser low fair.
hmm Whereas
But
whereas Falcon, you just
Falcon,
get the move out.
yeah, if you get the move out, it's the lowest in game B, and you don't need to alternate between the two.
Okay.
But of course, the downside is you're landing with an up air. You know,
Yeah, you're gonna be in lag.
yeah. So if the Falco doesn't commit, then you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to worry about anything. But if the Falco dash dances, or if the Falco just does like laser and shield, like it's gonna be rough.
hmm
But also, doing what S2J does here is not bad. Doing the take laser jump and then doing an option after it
Yeah.
keeps them flexible, right?
It
Because
does.
you do the jump right, and then you're like, okay, I have many things that I can do, and SJ was like, he's going below me. I'm gonna do a stomp.
Yeah. And
Or
say they do laser shine, that stomp could probably hit.
mm-hmm, it depends on the commitment. It's a soft read.
You're correct. Yeah, I get your point. Like it keeps it flexible, so I have like options afterwards. I can
Yeah,
take laser jump. I can take laser waveland even. That's
yeah.
another option to
I
consider.
love Take Laser Waveland actually. Doing Take Laser Waveland in Shine is like the biggest
Mhm.
like dopamine giver in existence. But yeah, you can take laser jump to platform, take laser back off, take laser waveland back.
Yeah.
Take laser jump
Mhm.
is pretty good.
Yeah. What none does is you'll do take laser wavelands a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like options here in this case. So I could do take laser waveland. I will write this down in a notepad real quick. Take laser waveland. Laser waveland. Take laser waveland jump up air, or even should I put shield as well? Do you think shield will be a potential option or not?
Take laser shield works for like bad or mid level Falcos,
Okay.
because if you take laser shield right, it beats their level 1 laser dare, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll just keep these three options in mind then. In this case, take laser waveland and take laser
Well,
jump.
if you do take laser jump, it implies that you have waveland out of your jump, so you
Mm-hmm.
don't even need to say take laser waveland, right?
Okay, so well, you can just do just take laser and then instantly mash waveland.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
mentioning
just
with
do
none.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean that's why I'm mentioning like do you take laser waveland, take laser jump, and take laser up air,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll probably leave shield off of there because this is more like higher level like options. I may just leave it on there though as like the last one. Last one is like this is still the level one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's good to just know all the options that are at your disposal in the situation. Would first take laser jab would be fine. Like take laser lightning jab, or are
What
we
does
going
that
too deep
beat?
into it?
What are you trying to beat?
Like what are my options all available just out of that one
You
situation?
can do anything out of laser, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do any option that you would do from a spot that is slightly above the ground,
Mm-hmm.
or on the ground.
Yeah.
But you have to understand what is your opponent doing, and how will you introduce this new mix-up that you're introducing?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm playing Falco, right? I mean, if I'm playing Falcon against Falco, the the most threatening options from Falco, at least my level 1, would be approaching laser shine, laser down air, and laser back off.
Mm-hmm.
And then your their level 2 is like uh laser into up tilt and then laser into overshoot. So of all of those things, or if you can think of anything else, what does take laser jab accomplish? What does it beat?
Uh, it can execution test them if they're CCing. Um,
Do you think that Falco wants to CC Falcon at that percent?
Probably CC shine.
In my experience as Falco, I would not like to CC against Falcon because I don't feel safe ever doing crouch cancel options unless it is like a late nair or a poorly spaced up air.
Okay.
So I feel that jab can beat a take laser into approaching laser, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that jab does too much when it comes to op like grounded or aerial options. I guess you can if you take lasers CC like an up tilt and then jab, maybe, but like I think everything that jab does,
Yeah, because like
grab does a lot better at this mix up specifically.
yeah, because he's in a range where that jab is probably not gonna hit if Johnny
Mm-hmm.
were to grab or jab in the situation. Because Fiction undershoots it. It could hit like if it's a late jab.
A common mix up that a lot of Falcons have is take I mean get hit by the laser and then shield grab.
That's the common.
Yeah, you know that, right? So
That's the common.
like the Falcos want to play the mix up away from the option that is shield grab. And if you're doing jab, that is the area that they're trying to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
So,
they're hard reading something.
okay. So basically, the jab is good if the jab is good if they're in the if they're in range.
Yeah.
I'll do the same thing for grab as well. So I'll put jab slash grab. So take laser waveland jump up air shield and then jab slash grab if they're in range.
I think grab more so.
Okay, I'm putting
Because
jab
jab
slash
doesn't
grab.
too much. Yeah.
I'm doing jab slash grab because you can sometimes get some stuff. You can get some stuff out of jabs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang
Ooh,
on.
that's a good level 1 mix up from Shep. I love getting that.
There's a take laser shield.
There is take laser shield, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he CC's the back hit of the up air. Okay, yeah, that was a read on the roll in with a dare in place. Yeah, and then the dare doesn't hit, but the shine burst option does after. And then S2J SDIs the down air and gets out. So the option that Fiction should have done is down tilt or after the down air dash JC shine to continue the combo. But S2J gets out because it's really hard to do that off of reaction. Okay.
Do you think take laser dash back is also an option?
Yes. It is super good actually. It's
Okay.
it's it's like level 1. Like if you think they're gonna laser and then commit, right? Like
Okay.
let's say commit to an aerial, then you dash back and then you dash in and then you whiff punish.
I'm gonna create categories of this. My level two, my level one is gonna be shield dash jab grab. Level two is gonna be waveland jump up air.
Hmm.
Take laser level one. Oops.
Laser approaching laser. That's a weird nair.
I like the way dash
Okay,
forward
okay.
shield.
So you see this again. Fiction like does a shallow aerial, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
then because again S2J knows that he's not going to full commit, he just like dashes in and then makes it so that the aerial hits high so that his chances of rolling are even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me go back to the pressure again. Because he does a way dash forward. No, actually, we're too far ahead. He does a way dash forward shield right
Yeah,
here.
he does wave dash forward shield and then he makes sure that the aerial hits high so that the roll is better, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you need to read for the roll rather than react rather than he can't react to it.
Yeah, if it was low, he'd be able to react. But since it's
Yeah,
high, you can he has to read it.
yeah, classic.
Yep,
Okay, please Shep Edgeguard. Yep.
you got him. I'm gonna write that down though. Just Falco has to has to read if if it's high aerial roll
Hmm. If it's a
reaction
high,
reaction if it's low aerial.
that's why I love when I do pressure against Falcon, I do shine lasers because
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to deal with that 50-50 on the aerial.
It's much easier for you to react.
Hmm. And also, if you roll, you just commit to the. If you roll and the laser hits you, I get frame advantage.
Mm-hmm. There's a shield again.
That double jump's
Double
risky.
jump jumps
Ooh,
this
that's the
time.
that's that.
Yep.
That yep.
Laser grab.
Yeah, Falco's grab is not threatening, so shielding against Falco is like okay. I think Fiction was being a little bit threatening with oh that this
Oh, that was
pressure's like all right, but that landing there was very committal, so Fiction could have just wave dash back and up tilted. You were at the section at the pressure if you were looking at for the pressure.
right.
It looked like Yoshi pressure. You know
Mm-hmm.
the double jab Yoshi pressure.
Yeah.
There's like it stops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he committed to the third, so then he gets hit by a combo for it.
Good roll.
I hate Falco combos. Any other character would have
Power shield.
converted, would have killed off with such a meaty hit. Okay. Fiction's doing this double shine rising nair. Not rising nair, but like full hop nair thing. So I don't know if that's good, but maybe I can supplement it with more lasers.
Yeah. Side B gets under the
This
laser.
yeah, the
Simple.
side B is somewhat important. You get up throw rests and it sharks under the knee. I
Mm-hmm.
mean under the laser, right?
Yeah. One small detail. This is something that I just remembered recently. Is sometimes when your back is turned, intentionally get hit by a laser to turn you around,
Yeah, you can
so you
do
have more
that.
options.
I think what's important to note is that uh Falco can't burst option you when his back is turned, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can take so much more space
When he's
when
turned away.
yeah, when he's turned when his back is turned to you.
Makes sense.
Like the most threatening option that he can do is turn around laser, right? But he doesn't have any dash speed to work with when he does
Yeah.
that.
There's no momentum.
So you need to know how much space Falco occupies with his initial full hop, like his full hop out of shield and his initial dash full hop. But when you get those two like distances down, then it opens up the game for you because you know these different spots.
Okay. Makes sense. I'm gonna note that.
Yeah, so that's like in the same vein that Falco needs to understand like zone 1 and zone 3 because that's pretty much getting to know Falcon's threat ranges. Getting to know Falco's threat ranges is really important too.
Yeah, he has his own zones.
Yeah, he has aerial in place, drift forward, and he has like initial dash, drift forward.
Good to know. He tried to waveland.
Mm-hmm.
Back turn. Oh, gets caught.
Ooh, yeah, that roll got caught real
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, he got
And
caught.
then the mix up out of
Oh, good fade back.
yeah, that was a good mix
That
up.
was a really good fade back. Catches the nair.
Yeah. So again, the mix up is like when they knee in, they get to do an aerial out of forward throw. And to beat that, you go low. But if you go low, you can just do a free dare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Oh, he dies?
Yeah,
we should SD'd?
Yeah,
like sad fiction stock. Goodbye.
I'm out. He's
See
out.
you later.
He's out, dude. I mean, what do you guys say about this? He's out of there.
No,
Shep's out of there, dude.
How long is this? How long do you want to?
Just one set. Just one set.
One set. Okay, this is probably 2 sets.
This is a 2-set round. I just want to do one set.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Fiction doing more lasers now. S2J hasn't shown that he's been power shielding for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that like S2J started doing take laser jumps, right?
Yeah,
as opposed to power shields. Now Fiction is more comfortable doing more lasers because no matter what, like he can't get too punished for the laser if he does it in place.
It's much safer to do.
Yeah. Because the biggest threat that power shield offers, right, is like power shield and then you get frame advantage. And then if the Falcon is running, that's a free grab, and if the Falcon's not running, it's a wave dash into a scrapping situation where the Falcon is more prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the Falco is doing lasers and like S2J is doing like the double jump dare, like Fiction like shielded like 2 of those already, right?
Yeah.
So like it doesn't feel threatening anymore to do lasers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the adaptation that has been made during this game.
Yeah, Fiction can take more liberties with his lasers because Johnny is not power shielding them.
Yeah.
And until Johnny demonstrates he can power shield them again, there's no reason for Fiction to not stop using lasers.
Mm-hmm. And also it's more of an execution test still because like this whole entire interaction to where like Fiction shoots less lasers because Johnny can power shield can be all avoided, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Fiction just like doesn't get hit by his power shielded laser, if his like jumps are tighter, or if he's shooting higher ones and then dashing under it in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because he's being hit by his own power shielded lasers, we are now forced to do this like level 2 mix up as opposed to the level 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like as Johnny's taking the hits, and now basically Fiction, he's got infinite ammo. That's a good way to see it. He's got infinite ammo. He can shoot as much as he wants because there's no threat in Johnny being able to fire back with a power shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, using the liberties.
I don't know what that fair was. That was a very unfortunate one. But a combo. Got a combo. Meaty opening out of dash attack. Falcon is the only character that I think Falco can short hop pillar 3 times in a row. Both species he has to do 2 because the third dare doesn't send on to knockdown to Falcon.
Yep.
That,
Classic scoop up air by Johnny. Really good.
actually, can I see that one more time? The up air. Yeah.
That's like you can knee that as well. There's a lot of options you can do.
Uh-huh.
I just know like it's too low right here. I would say so. What percent is that? He's at 41. If this is around 55 to 60, that leads to knee. That up air leads to knee. So like if he's like 10 to if he's like 15%, 15 to 20% more, that's a knee. Up air to knee. He could have in this.
I think he was I think he thought he was tech trapped.
Probably because that cover's in place. If he tech rolls away, it's not the biggest deal because Johnny can react and grab, and if it tech rolls in, he can react behind. So you're correct. That's probably a tech trap.
Oh no! I when I say tech trap, like I think he thought that he missed his tech, therefore he cannot tech again because he's in tech walkout.
That's what you mean. He's still walked out.
Yeah, that's usually what most people call tech trap. In the same vein that like when Hungry Box does the up throw up air rest on the platform because they miss the tech on the platform because they're locked out because he does the up air before they can tech.
Yeah.
I think S2J thought that he would be tech locked out of this tech because he missed the tech earlier and then was ready to react to in place like miss tech right after this up air.
Yeah.
But since he teched, he was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he thought he missed, but Fiction landed.
Yeah, he does up air right here, and then after that,
yeah,
yeah, also sick ambiguous DI because he could have just DI'd off stage.
That could have been up air to grab, honestly, if Johnny dashed.
Yeah.
This is honestly like you can up air to grab this.
You can honestly like up air into many things.
Yeah,
and you can also jab reset off of an air.
You can literally up air to up air off of that.
Yeah. Many punish trees.
That's a great tech. That's a really hard tech to hit.
Yeah, Falco can't edge guard that. Kind of, I think what Fiction should have done is just hold ledge and then do like a wedge dash F smash. I think he has those. What? Took a game. Can't. Not good at. I'm not as good as him, so shrug. This seems like a very neutral stage. Is it Falcon favored?
This one is a Johnny preference. I don't mind it. I would have preferred Dreamland just for the more space.
Okay.
It comes down to preference. I mean, you're either gonna go one or the other.
Yeah, he's saving Dreamland for later, probably.
Yeah, so it's pretty standard. Okay, that's a mix-up.
Wait, how do you get that shine?
So wait,
laser, and
then he did a shield drop back here.
Yeah, he read the shield drop and then got a shine off of it with a low commitment. Baron plays.
Good ESD
and then
down.
He tried to get a combo off of it.
I like this catch from Fiction a lot. So you know about how slow Falco is and how you have to commit on tech roll away. That's a great commitment. It netted him the stock.
Yeah. Yeah, that nair sucks. Don't do this one.
Why just this nair from here?
It's every every Falcon player's dream. It's like if you see foxes do the same nair, you would say that nair sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, but Falcon. I mean, it's probably like, hard habits to get out of because, you feel like maybe this time it'll work and maybe this time you'll get a grab off of it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's hard.
I agree.
It's not. Ow. Approaching lasers. What? What? This is some level 2 stuff. What? I genuinely cannot tell you if that dare was a read or a reaction, and I could not tell you if that fair was intentional. I literally cannot tell you that.
I think just the first thing is to say melee.
Oh, let me show grab. Nice ASTI down though. Nice slide off too.
Yeah.
I like that shield stop that Fiction does against Falcon. It lets you either A, do a laser, another laser, or B, do a back. Honestly, it just lets you do a backflip option, and
Mm-hmm.
backflip options as Falco aren't bad.
Mm-hmm. So
Especially
I'm already seeing the mix that Johnny is doing. So he did
Mhm,
jump waveland the first time. So he did a jump waveland onto a platform. This time
mhm.
does shield. So that's definitely like in Johnny's self right now. Is
Oh,
that
like
he's
to his side platform to encroach space.
well, what he does is that he tank it's the tank laser concept again.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice waveland off of it. What? Okay, stuffing there.
Oh, Johnny,
What?
it was nipple. That's why.
More what? Like why try for stomp? This is a mid-high percent Falco. Okay, that's usually his power shielding again. Might create some threats.
He probably checked
Nair
power shield back air there.
laser Nair
Oh, that
beats
nerf
out
cannon.
stuffing Nair. Ooh. Yeah,
Good DI.
that doesn't kill. That's good corner of the stage DI, yep. Pointed object.
Yep.
It's a grab off of invincibility.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Johnny, Johnny,
All I can
Johnny,
say is it worked.
Johnny,
It worked.
Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. Oh. Oh my gosh, he's weaving through these.
Yep, he did dash back that time.
Okay, he got a neutral hit and put him in the corner. How did he get that? So he used the platform and then Fiction over committed to the corner? I guess that like when you have there are just specific situations that people have in their heads. A lot of the time, like Falcos sometimes do approaching laser twice,
Mm-hmm.
and that is just a sequence that they have. So you could use the platform and then punish the approaching laser twice. And then if S2J got a grab instead of going for Nair, he would have just won the stock.
Yeah.
That's just part of this grab. Also, I don't know why Fiction and shield grabbing so much. This is strange to me. Oh, what a catch. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Great catch.
Do you know why it's good? why that catch was good.
Caught the jump.
Yeah, that jump was gone.
Yeah.
So like if Fiction
And
did
it was a
shine saw, he
facing
would have
away one as
survived.
well. It was a
Yeah.
facing away one as well, and then like he missed the ledge, caught the double jump. He's got nothing, and then Falco's just dead.
Hmm.
So like I mean, the first thing is like there are two things that happen here. So one is
So it was ledge dash shield, and then he reacted to what
Mhm.
happened out of shield, and then
Yeah.
did back air, which was safe,
Mhm.
right? Because he was fading away,
He
and then
probably and then he missed the ledge as well. He missed the ledge. That's a high double jump,
hmm
and that'll get caught. And then it's just rinse and repeat from there.
yeah.
Yeah, that I'm now seeing what you mean, where this Nair can get very telegraphed
Yeah,
in a
there's
lot of
not much
ways.
mix-ups you can make out of this Nair.
Like it could
You need a
sometimes be good, but like it's like super like base level, if that makes sense.
mix it up with drop through platform dash
Mm-hmm.
because you get more distance out of the dash out of drop through platform.
Instead of this, whereas like
Hmm.
this time, like it's like you said with the Fox full hop, like it's better if I would drop through the platform and then just ran at him
Hmm.
instead. But
Or
throw it
even
every
like,
now and then as a mix
or
up.
even lull me into trying to get to you, like just like hang around in the platform, like do little wave dashes, and then after it, you can mix up like jump and then stomp the platform or like shield drop up air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you don't like to not do this, but to introduce something more things to make this work more, you know?
Okay, yeah, add more options to my plate to make because this will keep this said option fresh
Hmm.
to where like he's gonna do this every time.
Yeah.
Because I will admit I do this a lot.
Hmm.
Birdie wins. Story. This is just a comfort pick for Johnny. I am not the biggest fan of Story, just personally. I'm not the biggest
I'm
fan of
not
it.
either, but like it depends on how good your punish game is. Honestly, if you make your punish game work even more for you, I would be scared to pick this stage, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is definitely a Johnny preference.
Hmm.
Wants to scrap.
It's like
Tank
I
laser. He
played
got to. Okay, so here's the mix. Tank laser shield, power shield that time.
yeah, and that makes me like a little bit more nervous like every time I laser,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Tank laser shield that time. Oh, got
Oh,
caught.
that time was like a really good meaty laser, right? That was like
Yeah, that was a
approaching
really
laser
close
in on
range.
startup,
There's
you
not
know?
really much Johnny can do. Honestly,
it
like
was it was
he's
like
honestly
it
kind of
was a
dead.
read though. Like you have to
Mm-hmm.
understand that if like Johnny shielded at the right time, like he could just get like double shield pressure and then like roll out. But
Mm-hmm.
since he started his early hitbox off an air, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that area, he got caught and he pretty much won off of the commitment.
Yeah. And the thing is that you can STI lasers. That's another thing to also
You
consider.
can. Yeah, it's very useful for when, especially if you're doing the take laser up air thing. You get
Mm-hmm.
more frames to if you SCI the laser up, you get more frames to do that up air.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna just add that as an just into my level 2 mix up is take laser SDI.
Hmm.
Because Smash DI does get some mileage. Yeah, there's not much Johnny can do there.
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
it
this
was
is
the
actually
up
insane.
air. Yeah,
That's
he caught the
oh,
tech.
that's actually insane.
I got that recently.
I saw the
Not
clip.
that specifically tech.
No,
Huh?
I did see you take a stock off of Umar with that. I saw the clip.
It's
I saw
funny.
the clip, dude. It was
It's
fucking
funny.
nuts. But this sequence right here, this I was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
0 to 70.
He got like
This
a
is actually
fucking 5 hit like a 8 beat
85.
combo.
That's an 88. That's a really good 88. 88.
That's a crazy
That's
88.
a great 88. Like all
I
this is
wish I
so
had that
good.
punish game, dude.
Like all of that is so fucking good.
But in my perspective, Falcon kills you from the. If again, like I get a meaty opening, max the fiction gets 80%. S2J gets that opening, max S2J gets like down throw knee. I'm like, okay.
Hey man, I'm a simple man. I grab you, you die. I am simple man. We
This
grab
character is so hard.
me grab bird, me knee bird, you dead. That is it. We're simple. We're just simple man.
Oh,
Oh, good
caught the
forward
startup
roll.
again.
I want to see what he did.
It's like a pseudo like it's a pseudo. No, no, it's not an overshoot, but he took all the space out of him. You know.
There's not really much Johnny can fade back on, and there's not
Yeah,
really a window for him to do anything. He's like after that hit
yeah. The
because
best thing
it
he
was a
can
high
do.
laser as well.
The best thing that he can do is take to the air or go right. You know.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Fiction is in a position where if you rolled right before the laser, like it would be
this would have worked. The roll right, would have gotten him out of that situation.
well, it would be look you're either getting shined or you're getting lasered, like lasered into option here, and I'd take the shine any day. Falcon off stage poop. Falcon off stage is fucking poo poo pee pee. Hehe, nice.
Exactly. That is a great analogy. Johnny's onto something, dude. He's spitting facts.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why he needed to full hop, but it worked.
Knee. Oh, get fucked.
Oh, how'd he get that first knee?
It was just a tech in place.
Down throw attack. And how'd he get that grab? He just run up shield?
Let's see. Yeah?
Yeah, run up shield.
Yeah, just yeah. Honestly, this is good. This is good DI to get out of like double knee because if he held in, that's double knee. There's honestly like it's one of those situations where honestly you're kind of fucked. I'll be honest, because even if he gets soft knee, you can combo off of up air off of it. So I mean it's just a good situation all around for Falcon. That's a Falcon situation. Wait, did he power show that laser? I'm just curious. Yeah, he did.
Fiction did cover like roll in like twice, so S2J is really scared of rolling in. I don't know if Fiction has a read off of that because he's like doing corner pressure really close now. I don't know if that gives you anything.
It's nothing to know, at least. Ooh. Oh, that nipple shield poked.
Ooh. Back air.
Oh, Johnny hesitated. This is sloppy.
Yo, he glomped him.
He did. Yeah, if Johnny had not hesitated, he would have gotten
if he did up air, he would have hit.
Yeah, he hesitated on the back air, and then he could have up aired. It's like, this is just a fuck up by Johnny.
Or he could have just double jumped, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, he could have double jumped back air and he would have gotten him. So yeah,
double jump back air, double jump up air,
Johnny
double jump reverse knee, just anything.
Yeah, Johnny just straight up just fucked up. But you're right. He globbed him.
Yep. Tomahawk F tilt. Ah.
Hey, it's good. It catches the jump, dude. It catches the jump, man.
That's the stock.
That tilt's good.
You said S2J wins this? We got 3 more games?
This is a 2-setter, so I think
Yes. Oh, wait.
we're only
Yeah,
doing one set.
wait. Oh, shit. Shep won this? You gave me a Shep 1?
I'm fine with, like, you learn something from any set.
That's fair. I think you could streamline it, though. I'm always down to watch Melee. Always down to learn from Melee. But you can accelerate the process, of course. If SUJ wins more, I mean wins the set, he probably wins more neutral interactions, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you want to see the? Do you want to watch set 2? It's up to you. I mean, there's just it may be more of the same, maybe much quicker.
I would watch it at 1.5 speed if you would do that. But I don't think there's much to get off of 1.5 speed Melee.
Yeah.
Oh my god, SUJ retreated to ledge, and he died from an F tilt there. Huh.
Well, I like this mix. So kind of similar to where we talk about.
Yeah,
Falcon.
that dare sucks.
I was gonna say it's similar. It's a similar on the Falcon part. It's much safer.
But sometimes, like,
it's much safer though. That's the thing. It's much. Safer
I must
than
agree that like you're still putting in a hitbox within your character and moving with it, right? It's still a threat.
It is.
So if it like if you do it, it's not gonna be bad if they're being in a position to not whiff punish.
And also, to be fair, like Downer is so much stronger than say like a Nair. Like there's a lot more of a threat range you can get.
Dare nets more.
Was it?
Dare nets more.
There's a lot more net value.
Yeah, it's like if Falcon was traveling with a grab hitbox, like
essentially.
But yeah, but Nair just pushes them, and then you get a scrap. Dude, imagine how broken that would be. Falcon's Nair actually being a whole entire grab.
I'd be so fucking happy.
That would kill the game, bro. I don't know what to say. I wouldn't be happy with that one.
I'd be so happy, but also like, damn, dude, this game sucks.
Ooh, concise combo. But, the edge guard is okay. Look, I'm not really much to talk because my edge guards suck.
It's fine. And mostly looking at the neutral, that's mostly what I'm working on. Oh, jumps this time.
Yeah, he jumps. Yeah, good you rolls. Notice how like most mix-ups you're looking at are like out of laser. That's Falco setting the pace of the game, but if you play around it correctly, Falcon wins, you know? Because like you have to it sucks to think about, but like you have to know Falco's laser more than the Falco sometimes, even though they've been playing with it the entirety of the game.
Yeah, you basically have to treat it that you have a laser yourself.
Yeah, and you're creating the mix-ups after they're shooting their laser.
Yeah, that's that one. Honestly, this is just as good, like, information. Just, like, given, because I mostly wanted to look at a Falco's perspective. Just to see, like, what a Falco is thinking and what they value and what they want as a reward. And I think the 3 notes I have are already, like, pretty good to where it's take laser level 2, waveland jump, up air, SDI, take laser level 1, shield, dash, jab, / grab. And then Falco has to read if it's... Was it?
Shield.
Yeah. I already said shield.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. Fuck. Okay,
shield,
go on. Yeah.
Yeah, I said shield, dash, grab, jab, and then jab and grab if they're in range. And then Falco has to read if they're if it's high aerial on Falcon's roll. Uh,
High aerial, yeah, on shield on Falcons for
yeah,
Falcons roll.
if it's high aerial on shield and Falcon rolls. Uh, uh, it's on reaction if it's low area. If it's low aerial,
Mm-hmm.
it's on reaction if it's low aerial. And those are mostly the notes I got from this.
Yeah.
Like the three notes that I think value the that I think will get the most value, because pretty much I'm gonna stop the Discord live stream now. Because pretty much like it breaks down the game plan simple to where I know what Falco wants out of the laser, and then also I'll find out what my counterplays is, and also find out tricks from lasers myself to force Falco like in a situation to where they may have to respect me because I'm either power shielding their laser. And that actually give me another note to write down is um it's a game it becomes a game of chess when dealing with Falco laser. Or
Okay, it's
I'm
not
not
too
even,
complicated.
was it?
It's not too complicated.
Okay.
Don't treat it like it's complicated.
Okay.
Just look at Falco and see what he does after his laser, and then just adapt to around it.
Mm-hmm. What does Falco
Let,
do after the
yeah,
laser?
the like take laser dash back is pretty safe. Take laser nair, uh, take laser pivot nair is pretty safe. Uh, take laser shield, uh, is is an okay level 1. Like see, test out different level 1 options, and then adapt around the Falco after they do their thing. You know.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna write what does Falco do after the laser?
Yeah.
Adapt around what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Only hour and a half. That's not bad. We spent like 20 to 30 of those minutes just talking about general game plan though. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a much better game plan.
That's good.
Just overall of what to do. So I'll just stop the stream now.